y'all. Let's get us a reading for the sign of Sagittarius. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button. I want to do that one more time. I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button. So I'm going to cut the deck and we're going to get into it with the main energy for the sign of Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius, bottom of the deck, we have memories. So, it says reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. So, somebody is thinking about, like, past energy, some type of memories or something like that that you guys may have had established. You know, it's going to be a mixture of good and bad, but, you know, it is what it is. First card out, we have abandoned. So you may have had to walk away from this individual due to them bluffing, being in some type of pretending energy, exaggerating the way that they feel. Yeah. You got distance and peace. So you put distance between you and this person simply for your own peace. Okay. Yeah. It's seeming like when you were close to an individual, they may have been cold or whatnot, and therefore it seemed like you were having some type of blockages, like they were blocking you off when it came to meeting you with this harmonious energy that you were more so giving them, you know. And you have stress on the bottom of the deck, so it may have been a lot of tension, arguments, you know, unnecessarily is what I'm hearing. Excuse me. And with this escaping in a reverse, you know, it's seeming like you're more so confronting this peace part of yourself head on, you know. And you have emotional storm. So it's giving, you know, you balancing this energy out, confronting it head on. This may be causing some type of emotional storm is what the cards say, but I'm still getting like a clash of emotions, like some type of unstable energy between you and the two. See, because it's seeming like you are more so focused on healing and another person is focused on disguising, is what I hear. Yeah. Okay, so it was actually shocking when you put the distance between you and this person. That was unexpected for you to actually separate. You have chasing. So it's something about this person used to you being in some type of chaser dynamic with them. Some type of toxic pursuit or something like that. And you constantly showed up, you know what I mean? Like for the same merry-go-round type thing. So again, you choosing your peace is different. The way that you're chasing your peace, the way that you are doubling down on balancing this energy. Yeah. Because see, it's something about this past life, like some type of repeated patterns that you were not able to escape, but it was causing you emotional turmoil, you know. And your perspective is that you are now better off, you know. You're happier, you have a clearer headspace. Yeah. Seem like you reached a breaking point, you know. You begin to be too overwhelmed with the apologize and the forgiveness. Again, the cycle, the merry-go-round. So what's going on with the shocking energy for Sagittarius? You have lusting. Okay. So yeah, you were dealing with somebody who was very lustful, very non-committal. You know, and again, this person showed up in this form over and over and over again. It was something that you got used to. See, bitterness in a reverse. That's what I'm saying. It was something that you had got used to. And it's something about you forgiving, you know. Again, constantly with this repeated patterns, these karmic lessons, is giving me that you weren't learning a lesson. Because you had some type of obsession or some type of infatuation with another individual. You may have adored them to the point where you begin to disregard yourself. And again, that's why your perspective is now that you're better off, you know, without being tied to this. See, because you have a divine feminine in a reverse. You know, you weren't able to tap into your divinity. And that was your limit. That was your final straw. You weren't able to balance this energy out. Right. Chemistry. You needed to get your spark back. Your passions. Do what makes you happy. Things that you are interested in. Like, stop downplaying yourself. Yeah. See, that was a mistake. This lusting energy that this person was in. Because, again, with you being able to move forward without being bitter, you know, it's more so flip the energy. Because with this intimacy, baby, please. See, somebody want to do, it's like that baby boy. You remember where he said, I lie to them because, or he said, I tell them the truth because I don't care about them, but I lie to you because I love you. You know, like, what the fuck? Well, how about you just don't do the shit? You know what I mean? Like, somebody, like, somebody want to tell you that they just effing, you know what I mean, to other people, but it's more so more intimate with you. It's more sensual. It's more confiding. You know what I mean? They want to say that you misunderstand this lusting energy or, again, this appetite that they have. But somebody is very, like, obsessed just with opposite sex is what I'm hearing. See, somebody wants you to return, though, to be this infatuated. Like, be infatuated with them. You know what I mean? Give them another opportunity to make amends with you. Again, to keep this divine feminine in the reverse is just the regular feminine. But it's given that you're releasing this chemistry, you're releasing whatever passion it is that you did have for this person. And that is karma. Because somebody was operating in a very free-spirited energy. Like, you know, they just was still out floating, looking for possibilities is what I'm hearing. And now they created some type of karmic debt when it came to you. Because these mistakes actually broke your heart. And your broken heart affects your bonding with this person. It affects how, you know, you're able to confide in them. That being intimate with them is really giving me like a you no longer feel safe with this person. See, commitment in the reverse. You don't feel safe with this person. You know, confused, uncertain, unclear. Yeah. See, and your intuition is telling you that you need to release something. Like, do not allow them to return. It's something about this inner knowing, though. Like, no matter how sweet a situation may appear on the surface, again, your intuition is telling you, baby, release it, let it go. Look, they bluffing. They pretending, they faking, they exaggerating. It's like you getting a warning. Look, loyalty. They loyal to this bluff. They pretending to be trusting, pretending to be reliable, pretending so that you believe them. Look, spying, trying to make sure they keep a close eye on you. Make sure you don't do nothing. Look, beginnings in the reverse with this bluff. It touched the bluff. So it's giving me ain't nothing, you know what I mean, ending when it comes to this broken situation. It's broken. Like, there is no start over. There is no commitment. Somebody is going to distract you or try to sidetrack you when it comes to your intuition. You being able to hear yourself, trust yourself. Again, that inner knowing. It's something with, again, like, when it comes to this commitment in the reverse too, though, like, something just changed with you. And you have boundaries, you know what I mean? There's something about you drawing the line. Enough is enough with this fake shit. Like, this pretending, this mask, this exaggerating, this fantasy. That shit is all imaginary, you know what I mean? When it comes to this loyalty, like, are you loyal or not? And it's really giving me that they not. Look, possibilities. Fantasy, possibilities, yeah, maybe not, sometime, only on Tuesdays, type shit, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. Yeah, no, that's why these beginnings is in this reverse. You showing some type of resistance, staying back from this person, not fully coming in, fully opening up, fully being vulnerable, like, Somebody got something else going on in the background, too. Yeah, and it seems like when it comes to you being in this open-hearted energy, you have drawn boundaries with this person. Yeah, elusive. See, it's something about you knowing they're being dishonest or some type of deception or trickery is involved. Again, in this fantasy when it comes to the possibilities. Somebody is still very well under some type of influences. Attachments, third parties, peers. That's what I said. It's somebody in the background or something like that. It's still other shit going on. It's a risk that you would be taking. And I feel like you know that. Look, you got longing and twin flames. So it's giving me that you want something deeper. You want somebody who's going to mirror your emotions, who's going to share the same feelings, who's actually a reflection of you, instead of somebody that's putting you in this heart fog energy where you got these mixed signals, blocked emotions, like, you know, the whole situation is just messed up. Yeah. So, no, this person is mirroring the influences that they are surrounded by. Yeah. And they might be longing for something deeper, but again, it's like they stand back. They're suppressing how they really feel on a love level, but they expect you to be open-hearted with them. Why they be dishonest with you? And it's given that you're healing. You're healing when it comes to this open-hearted energy, your vulnerableness. You learning how to take the lessons that you learn, apply them, and still not allow your heart to be hardened due to somebody else's deception, due to somebody else's dishonesty. You don't have to carry that weight, look, obscurity. This person has a lot of secrets, a lot of mysteries that they're concealing. But again, they want to apologize and tell you that they share the same emotions that you share. Only you. Right? Devotion, attached, crave, but what? Withdrawn. Second chance. A second chance to be withdrawn. Make you feel lonely. So, like single anyway. So, with the heart fog, stress, clouded, yeah, nah. We gonna put that down, Sagittarius. What I'm gonna say, baby, is just stay right where you at, okay? Off top, you abandoning the situation, leave that motherfucker abandoned. Let them come through, you know what I mean? What is it, the demolition squad? Destroy that whole goddamn building, break that down, carry out the debris, level out my ground, and baby, I got some new blueprints, is what I'm finna like, cause that shit right there, all right. Okay, so that was your read, Sagittarius.